I know exactly who you are. You love Mega Man Battle Network and you've been dying for the Legacy Collection because now you can finally get your friends into it. Or maybe you're relatively new to the series, you've heard cool things about Battle Network 6's PvP, and yet you feel really overwhelmed and intimidated. Where do you even begin? Well, I got great news for you. My name is Demi D, your MC. I'm a daily Twitch streamer who loves Mega Man Battle Network, as I'm sure you can see. And we've got 2 tournaments coming up that you need to know about. They're called the Beast Cup. One of them is for Nintendo Switch, the other is for Steam. They are free to enter, they've got big prizes that get even bigger with more people who enter, so please spread the word. I can't wait to tell you more about it. So I made a PDF that has all the links and necessary information for anyone who wants to play or spectate. I'm going to make sure to link it so that everyone has access to it. I'm going to go through it really quickly too, so everyone's got a pretty good idea of what to expect. The first thing I want to say really quickly, big shout out to the N1 Grand Prix. They are a community of really hardcore Battle Network 6 PvPers. They've been keeping the game and spirit alive for, gosh, maybe over 5 or 6 years now, maybe even longer than that. They're really amazing. They've got great resources, and definitely check them out if you're looking for strategies. Now, here are some potential prizes we've got. As I said, I'm a big Battle Network collector. I love battle chips, I love PETs, I love battle chip gates, e-reader cards, whatever. These are prizes that are coming from my own pocket because I want to get people excited for the tournament. Now, because of that, and because it's free to enter, I'm locking a lot of these behind the number of participants, right? I think we can definitely get 32. If we could get 64, that'd be incredible. I know there are so many people who are buying this game because I can't even find it at Best Buy anymore. So, the more people that play, the better. Please consider telling your friends all about it. Now, the 2 events are going to be happening over the same weekend. One's on Saturday, that's Steam. The other's on Switch, the next day. They are both at 11 a.m. And I'm going to be going live on the Twitch tower 1 hour earlier to allow for people to check in. The Twitch is going to be the main spot for everything. I'm going to be live for a really long time, and my hope is that using that as a hub will be a really great spot to be organized so all the participants and all the viewers can enjoy the event. So there are some requirements to participate. Like I said, it's completely free. However, joining our Discord server is really important. That's going to make sure that we have communication and a smooth tournament. For example, if you get paired up with somebody in the tournament, you got to be able to DM them, right? We're using challenge for our bracket, but it's not going to be easy to just find somebody in the blind, right? Discord's a great spot for that. The notifications are off by default, and we've got tons of people who are super happy to trade you chips, help you with strategies, myself included. Then you're also going to want to sign up on challenge itself. There's a Steam bracket and a Switch bracket. Both of them are free to enter, don't even worry about it. In fact, you can register for both if you have both the games and you're a crazy madman who thinks that they've got all the skills. Now, the final thing you're going to do, and this doesn't have to be right away, you can still wait a little bit for this, is submitting your folder and your Navi customizer. This is going to be public for all the people, and that's important because that means there's not going to be any advantage for people who are scouting. There's not going to be anyone, running illegal things, right? It's just a really good way to make sure that everyone is playing fairly, and a really skilled net operator is going to be able to see their opponent's strategy and be able to adapt on the fly, which I think is really cool. And then finally, on the actual day of the tournament itself, make sure you check in. Make sure you don't just, turn into a Navi ghost and we've got to fight you on Seaside Area 1, right? We want to make sure you're there and present, so make sure you do that. It can be on Challenge, Discord, or Twitch, preferably all 3. Now, the rules are really simple. This is very simple vanilla Battle Network 6. We got our public deck list, as we said. No patch cards. In the future, we'll run plenty of patch card tournaments. In fact, I want to run a lot of tournaments in general. I really hope this one's a big success. And we're going to be banning 3 pretty overpowered chips. These are all the event chips that you can download. Double Beast, and then the Gregor Giga chip and the Falzar Giga chip. If we get under 64 participants, it'll be a double elimination tournament. If it's over 64, it'll be single. Now, sharing your screen is totally optional, but it's really encouraged because I want to make sure that everyone who's in the audience, including myself, has an opportunity to watch and really feel that excitement that comes into a Battle Network 6 battle. I'm going to make sure that the seating is going to favor people who can share their screen, especially for Nintendo Switch, because that requires a capture card. Steam's a lot easier to be able to share your screen. And don't you guys worry, I've got a 20-second delay. That's going to prevent people from any unfair advantages. Don't get afraid of your opponent being able to see what you're doing or whatever. I'm going to make sure it's good, and they're going to be in private Discord rooms that only we can access. Another reason why Discord's important. Now, the Switch. We all know Nintendo Switch's online service is extremely questionable. Please, please, please do your best to ensure you've got a strong connection. This is an online tournament. I am certain there are going to be disconnections. I'm sure there are going to be all sorts of things that are unfortunate. Please, please, please do your part as much as possible. If you're located near Southern California, hit me up. I'm super happy to welcome you in. You can use my fiber internet. You can use our capture card. We've got all sorts of great stuff. I really recommend Switch users use an Ethernet cable. They're really cheap. They're like $11 for 25-foot ones. If you have a shorter cable than that, they're like $5 or $6, super cheap. If you got a newer Switch, you can use the cable directly. Older Nintendo Switches need an adapter cable. That's also cheap. It's like $14, you guys. Super, super cheap stuff. If your match disconnects, like I said, I really want to prevent that as much as possible, but it's a really good idea for Switch users to get in the habit of recording your matches. The Switch itself, if you didn't know, has got a capture button that can record the last 30 seconds of your gameplay as a video. I've got a helpful link here that's going to help you take that 30-second replay and put it on your smartphone or upload it so we can see it. I'm going to be taking a look at the internet speed of players and the game state to figure out who's going to get the win. It's very unfortunate that these things happen. I don't want to give people double losses, but this is the nature of an online tournament, and like I said, I want to be able to avoid it as much as possible. Please try to use a wire connection and the best internet you can. And once more, thank you so much for the N1 Grand Prix. Definitely consider checking them out. So gang, in closing, I'm really excited for this tournament. As you can see, feel free to hop in on Twitch. I'm live I'm live every day. And I'm super happy to help people figure out their strategies, trade them chips, all sorts of great stuff. Definitely consider asking us for help. And in fact, I'm kind of curious, is there any video that you would like to see in the future? Maybe how to run your Navi customizer? What are some classic strategies? Super happy to help you guys. It's a pleasure to meet you, and see you guys soon.